is digital the new normal? I mean, technology now, is it the primary channel of engagement for you?
Well, I think it's the predominant channel of communication, because the older channels or the traditional channels, if digital is the new norm, they are also not out of place as yet, right? So for example, in our business, we will continue to expand our branches also. Our branches continue to market and they continue to advertise amongst the other things that they're required to do. But digital is providing us the opportunity to do things that we were traditionally not able to, which is, targeting customer on a one-on-one basis, messaging on a real-time basis, pushing out recommendations with actionable outcomes. For example, today we have the ability to send you a message saying that we have a pre-approved credit card for you, for example, and straight away take you to the application form on your mobile device. So you finish it off in 3 or 4 clicks, and then you get a message saying that your card is going to get dispatched to you or is getting delivered to you in the next 3 days, 4 days, etc. Now that is creating a whole lot of new opportunities in terms of how marketing itself is changing.
To say that as an organization, are we, at the digital cutting edge and are we totally digitally driven, I think is completely wrong. But what we're beginning to understand is that the customer is, as Nitin said, becoming more and more digitally influenced, right? So there are a lot of people who are asking our agents some very uncomfortable questions when they have a face-to-face meeting, because they've already gone through a lot of the data that's there. And I think then a platform like iFan, which enables people to get educated and even on the distribution side to have the same amount of knowledge.
We are there in that same mode.
Right. So to have the same amount of knowledge, right? I think sometimes the customers are outstripping the distributors in terms of knowledge. And the standard answer to that is, I'll get back to you, and they never go back to that customer because they know it's going to be a difficult sale to make, right? So I think there's a lot of stuff happening. But are we totally, digitally inclined at this point in time? I think the jury is out on that. I think we're just beginning to see the possibilities.
Excellent. Yeah, Kamlesh.
Yeah, so something from a health insurance perspective, in fact, which from a life perspective that Yatish talked about, we're comfortably poised from a perspective, from a regulation point of view, where you don't need much of KYC documents. It's more of a disclosure which plays a very, very important role. And that's where I'm saying digitization actually, at a point of sale can actually do wonders from a distribution or an intermediary perspective, where you completely capture the information and, through an online mechanism, everything happens on the rest. The another important point which through digitization, in fact, which we're trying to do is, when you take information, in fact, what Nitin talked about, saying that if somebody is traveling abroad, can you offer him, or can you build an ecosystem around it so that he can actually cherry pick on this particular bit. Something of that sort we're actually creating onto a wellness program. So we're talking about a proactive living, which is actually weaved along with an health insurance as a bundled offering for a customer point of view, where the information, the health details about the person, and very, very conveniently you actually identify and position certain amount of healthy practices, healthy information to the customer. And in fact, I would rather say that technology will play a very, very important role, where a person is suffering from a condition. It's much important, he needs to take care of his condition to lead a healthy life. So to an extent, the entire wellness offering, you can actually weave it and position those kind of, information through an SMS or an email, or solutions to that person by building an effective ecosystem. So which we are actually trying to build for our end customer on that.